Heading into 2024, the Steam Deck and its snazzy OLED upgrade have seriously changed the game for those of us who love to take our PC games on the go. This little beast has become a must-have for gamers, turning the whole desktop versus couch gaming debate on its head. With a library that's hit the 10,000 mark for games that just work beautifully on it, either verified or playable, it's kind of like having too much of a good thing. Deciding what to play next is getting tougher with all these options begging for our attention. So, what's actually worth your time on the Steam Deck? What games are so good that you'd pick the deck over anything else? We're going deep into the gems that really shine on this portable powerhouse, focusing on games that are a perfect match for kicking back on the couch or gaming on the move. We're talking games that look great on a smaller screen, feel just right with the deck's controls, and won't make you worry about hogging all your storage space. From the hottest new releases to those must-play classics that feel like they were meant for the Steam Deck, we've got the scoop on the top picks for 2024. These are the games that not only run like a dream, but also squeeze every bit of fun out of the deck's portable play. Ready to find out which games you'll be obsessing over this year? Let's jump in. WWE 2K24. WWE 2K24 builds on the robust foundation laid by its predecessor, WWE 2K23, taking players deeper into the world of professional wrestling with a clear focus on celebrating 40 years of WrestleMania. The game showcases iconic WWE superstars like Cody Rhodes, Rhea Ripley, and Bianca Belair, featuring brand new storylines, weapon types, and game modes. With an impressive roster of over 200 wrestling superstars, WWE 2K24 not only commemorates history, but also enhances the gaming experience with new match types and roster additions. Despite a minor setback with early save data loss for some players, this one stands out as a significant improvement, particularly with its enriched WrestleMania focus and engaging showcase modes, albeit slightly marred by sluggish menus in online modes. The game's visual concept is the latest statement of their dedication to refining the WWE gaming series, solidifying it as a must-have for fans, especially those who might have skipped the last few entries. The gameplay, visuals, and presentation are universally acclaimed, which offers a high-quality wrestling simulation. Although the game suffers from minor interface annoyances and long load times in certain modes, these are easily overlooked by players focused on the core offline gameplay and showcase story. Its reception has been generally positive, owing to its compelling gameplay mechanics and the representation of WWE's spectacle, despite some hiccups with online services and graphical glitches on the Steam Deck. On the Steam Deck, it demonstrates an impressive amount of versatility and adaptability. Although it did not get verified on Steam Deck, it runs remarkably well. From achieving an average frame rate of over 60 FPS on low settings to optimizing performance, the game's settings such as turning shadows to low or off keeping textures and shaders at high and enabling FSR 1 are recommended. These adjustments lead to a smooth and consistent gaming experience, with the game hitting a performance rank of A during in-game benchmarks, averaging 64.3 FPS. The game experiences some optimization issues, such as green artifacts and glitches on game menus, but these do not significantly impact the overall gameplay and tend to disappear once actual matches commence. So if you just ignore these minor graphical glitches and server-related issues, WWE 2K24 is a highly recommended title for those seeking to enjoy high-quality wrestling action on the go, marking another successful entry in the WWE gaming legacy, with its Steam Deck performance only further highlighting its accessibility and appeal. Helldivers 2. Next up, we have another famous title, Helldivers 2. It is the successor to the acclaimed twin-stick shooter and elevates the genre with its super intense gameplay. Set in a satirical dystopian future, the game challenges players to partake in a desperate interstellar war. It offers a setting that keeps you hooked with cooperative gameplay, urging players to work together against overwhelming odds. The sequel builds upon its predecessor's foundations by introducing new enemy types, environments, and weapons, enhancing the strategic gameplay elements that fans loved. Despite initial technical challenges on the Steam Deck, Helldivers 2 has retained its popularity among fans of the genre. Arrowhead Game Studios' commitment to addressing the Steam Deck compatibility issues demonstrates their dedication to providing a seamless gaming experience. The game's design, emphasizing teamwork and strategic planning, coupled with the thrill of overcoming challenging scenarios, makes it a standout title. Its reception within the gaming community highlights the game's quality and the studio's responsiveness to feedback, ensuring that Helldivers 2 remains a recommended choice for both new players and series veterans. Helldivers 2's journey to Steam Deck compatibility has been marked by its fair share of obstacles, primarily due to N-Protect GameGuard anti-cheat challenges. However, through community efforts and developer updates, the game can now run on the Steam Deck, offering hope for a fully optimized future experience. For an optimized gameplay experience on Steam Deck, players are recommended to adjust settings to achieve a balance between performance and visual quality. The 1280x 800 resolution ensures the game runs smoothly without compromising too much on visual clarity. The graphics settings here are a mix of low to medium settings, with specific attention to reducing shadow and particle quality helps maintain a consistent frame rate. Turning off demanding features like ambient occlusion and screen space global illumination further boosts performance. With the recommended settings, players can expect to achieve around 30 to 35 FPS, a playable frame rate that can drop slightly during intense action, but generally provides a stable gaming experience. These settings are crucial for maintaining performance, especially in co-op play, where the action gets intense. The ongoing efforts from Arrowhead Game Studios and the Steam Deck community's workarounds have made playing Helldivers 2 a reality on the platform, albeit with room for improvement in future updates. The developers' commitment to Helldivers 2's updates and fixes has significantly improved compatibility, making Helldivers 2 a viable option for Steam Deck users looking for a challenging and engaging cooperative shooter experience. As performance optimization continues to evolve, players can look forward to even smoother gameplay, reinforcing Helldivers 2's position as a must-play title on the Steam Deck.
Samurai, Geodancer,
Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth. Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth continues the esteemed legacy of the Yakuza series, reintroducing Kazuma Kiryu alongside the newer protagonist, Ichiban Kasuga. The game initially stirs a mix of anticipation and skepticism, given Kiryu's concluded arc in Yakuza 6 and the fresh direction taken with Yakuza Like a Dragon. However, Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth not only bridges the saga of these iconic characters, but also refines and expands the gameplay into an enriching RPG experience set in the vibrant locale of Hawaii. This setting marks a first for the series, which ultimately offers players a vast, dense world teeming with life, challenges, and an abundance of side content, including mini-games and sub-stories, enriching the series' lore and character depth. Addressing previous gameplay concerns from Yakuza Like a Dragon, the sequel refines combat mechanics and balances difficulty more adeptly, ensuring a smoother progression and a more accessible experience for all players. The introduction of new characters and the deepening of existing relationships, particularly through the Drink Link system, offers an unparalleled depth to character development, cementing the game's place as a pinnacle of storyline and interactive excellence within the series. Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth has been tailored to fit within the compact yet powerful framework of the Steam Deck, achieving the coveted verified status. This indicates not only the game's compatibility, but its optimized performance on Valve's handheld device. Players can expect a generally smooth experience with adjustments to graphical settings to maintain a balance between visual fidelity and performance. With recommendations to target 30 to 40 FPS for a stable and enjoyable gameplay experience, adjustments include setting shadows to low, medium geometry, and employing FSR2 or FSR3 for upscaling. This ensures that despite the hardware limitations of a handheld device, the game remains a super fun to play and visually appealing experience, from the bustling streets of Hawaii to the intensity of combat and the intrigue of its tale. Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth success on the Steam Deck, balancing performance with quality, showcases the game's versatility and the developer's commitment to accessibility. Whether on console or the Steam Deck, it delivers an unforgettable adventure that's full of layers in depth, challenge, and enjoyment, making it an essential experience for fans and newcomers alike.
I will be ready.
Horizon Forbidden West. Horizon Forbidden West. Complete Edition brings to life the next chapter in the saga of Aloy, a fierce hunter exploring a post-apocalyptic world filled with awe-inspiring but dangerous mechanical creatures. As she ventures into the mysterious frontier known as the Forbidden West, players are treated with ancient ruins, surviving human tribes, and the threats lurking in uncharted territories. This sequel expands on the beloved foundation laid by Horizon Zero Dawn, which offers a vast open world filled with breathtaking landscapes, complex characters, and a storyline that doesn't let you look away. Having already established itself as a visually stunning title on PlayStation consoles, Horizon Forbidden West Complete Edition makes a grand entrance onto PC via Steam and, by extension, the Steam Deck. If you ignore the initial uncertainties about its compatibility and performance on Valve's portable gaming device, the game manages to not just run, but provide a substantial and immersive gameplay experience. This edition of the game stands out for its inclusion of NVIDIA DLSS 3, AMD FSR 3, and Intel XeSS from day one, essential tools for enhancing performance on the Steam Deck. With a legacy of successful PlayStation to PC ports like Days Gone, God of War, and Death Stranding earning deck-verified status, Horizon Forbidden West is poised to follow suit, signaling a strong streak for high-quality ports on the handheld device. On the Steam Deck, this game puts you up for a strong challenge, balancing breathtaking visuals and expansive gameplay with the device's compact form factor and hardware limitations. Through careful adjustments to graphical settings, including the utilization of AMD FSR 2.2 for upscaling and optimizing texture quality, shadow quality, and other parameters, the game achieves a playable state with an average of 35 FPS, peaking at 45 FPS in less intensive scenes. These settings ensure that while graphical fidelity is somewhat compromised to maintain performance, the essence of the Forbidden West's beauty and the fluidity of its gameplay remain intact. It's important to note that the game's performance on the Steam Deck is a work in progress, with the developers committed to further optimizations and the integration of AMD FSR 3 in future updates. But still, it's quite an impressive experience. This dedication to constantly keep on improving the Steam Deck experience highlights the potential for Horizon Forbidden West to not only run but thrive on the platform, offering players a compelling adventure in the palms of their hands. With future updates and optimizations on the horizon, players can look forward to an even smoother and more immersive experience as they explore these super cool landscapes of the Forbidden West. For those willing to navigate the technical adjustments necessary for optimal performance, this game on the Steam Deck is your unparalleled opportunity to get into one of the most captivating open-world adventures of recent years, anywhere and anytime. Pal World. Listen to this. Monster collecting adventure, base building survival, and a cynically humorous storyline. Does this sound like your cup of tea? That's Pal World for you. This game takes players into a vast world where they can collect and battle with creatures called pals, all while surviving the challenges of the environment and constructing bases. The game's richness is further enhanced by the introduction of an evil goth girl as the first new raid boss, promising a mix of challenge and charm that's refreshingly different from its peers. Though it faced some initial skepticism given its eclectic mix of genres, Pal World has quickly ascended to become one of Steam's most played games. The game's allure is amplified by its quirky, sometimes dark humor and the depth of gameplay mechanics, making it a standout title in the early access landscape. The introduction of raid bosses and the promise of future content updates have kept the community buzzing with excitement, ensuring that Pal World remains a topic of enthusiastic discussion across gaming forums and social media. For an optimized Pal World experience on the Steam Deck, adjustments to the visual settings are crucial. reducing motion blur, employing TSR for anti-aliasing, and prioritizing view distance while scaling back on shadows, grass details, and texture quality allow the game to maintain a more consistent frame rate. Although these adjustments may diminish some of the game's visual splendor, they are essential for a smoother gameplay experience on the Steam Deck, with players aiming for a balance between visual quality and performance stability. Turning off motion blur enhances clarity and reduces distractions, allowing players to focus on the vibrant world and its inhabitants. Employing TSR for anti-aliasing smoothens the edges without taxing the hardware too heavily, maintaining a cleaner look. Setting the view distance to high ensures that the expansive landscapes and distant terrains remain visible, immersing players in the game's deeply layered environments. However, to ensure smoother gameplay, it's advisable to reduce the grass details and shadows to low, minimizing unnecessary strain on the system while keeping essential visuals intact. The effects quality can be set to medium, striking a balance between visual flair and performance efficiency. Lastly, lowering the texture quality helps in significantly boosting performance, ensuring that Palworld runs more fluidly on the Steam Deck, making these adjustments critical for those looking to dive into this unique survival and creature collecting adventure without compromising too much on the immersive experience. These settings are a starting point for Steam Deck users, offering a way to enjoy Palworld's unique gameplay without undue frustration from performance drops. As the game continues to evolve through its early access period, it is hoped that further optimizations will enhance the Steam Deck experience, allowing players to fully immerse themselves in the vast, creature-filled world of Palworld with fewer compromises. Palworld's popularity among Steam users underscores the game's ability to captivate players with its innovative gameplay, despite the challenges of optimizing for Steam Deck. As players explore the vast landscapes, collect pals, and engage in strategic battles, the journey through Palworld on the Steam Deck is one of discovery, adaptation, and occasional compromises.
Fight!
Tekken 8. Tekken 8 represents a significant evolution in the Tekken series, standing out not only because of Bandai Namco's ability to adapt and innovate, but also as a beacon of what modern fighting games can offer. For those who have a deep-seated love for the franchise, especially those nurtured through the era of the PlayStation 1's Tekken games, it comes as a refreshing update that honors its roots while propelling itself into the new age of gaming technology. The story mode, dubbed the Dark Awakenings, is a standout feature, offering something that is both engaging and visually spectacular, thanks to its excellent voice acting, dynamic QTE moments, and compelling music. The inclusion of character-specific episodes allows players to delve deeper into the Tekken universe. Moreover, the array of offline modes, including the beloved Tekken Ball, ensures that there's plenty of content to keep players engaged, with the promise of more to come through updates and seasons. When it comes to playing on the Steam Deck, Tekken 8 has demonstrated remarkable compatibility, achieving a stable 60 FPS on the Steam Deck even before official optimizations through a Proton hotfix underscores the game's adaptability to different hardware configurations. This performance is particularly noteworthy given the game's use of Unreal Engine 5, which has posed challenges for other titles on the platform. The flexibility in graphical settings allows players to find the right balance between visual fidelity and performance, ensuring a smooth and enjoyable experience both in docked and handheld modes. Moreover, the game's online capabilities on the Steam Deck have proven to be robust, offering seamless connectivity and a variety of options to customize the online experience. This is complemented by features like the comprehensive replay system, which not only allows for analysis and learning, but also adds an interactive layer to the game's educational tools. The game's visuals are another high point, with the game pushing the boundaries of what can be achieved on the Steam Deck. The effective use of upscaling technologies like TSR ensures that players do not have to compromise significantly on visual quality to enjoy a consistent 60 FPS in battles. All in all, Tekken 8 successfully has the complexity that the series is known for, with the accessibility and graphical excellence that modern gaming demands. With its stellar performance on Steam Deck, Tekken 8 ensures that players can enjoy a top-tier fighting game experience on the go, making it a must-have for fans of the genre.
Sargon, the citadel, pride of the Persian Empire, is no more.
Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown. Now, coming in hot is Prince of Persia. The Lost Crown heralds a new chapter for the storied franchise, this time embracing a 2D Metroidvania style that seems tailor-made for the portability and convenience of the Steam Deck. Yet, the transition of this beloved series onto Valve's handheld device comes with its complications, primarily due to store exclusivity deals that initially hindered direct access through Steam. Despite these barriers, the game's system requirements suggest a seamless fit for the Steam Deck's capabilities, but the journey to get it running involves a bit of technical maneuvering due to its release on platforms like the Epic Game Store and Ubisoft Connect, which don't natively support Linux, the operating system running on the Steam Deck. The workaround involves using Proton, a compatibility layer that allows Windows-based games to run on Linux, to deceive the Epic Game Store into operating on the Steam Deck. This process, while somewhat complex, opens up the possibility of playing The Lost Crown and potentially enjoying its intricate puzzles and side-scrolling action on the go. However, this method lacks the straightforwardness of Steam's own verification process, leaving performance and compatibility somewhat in the air until players test it themselves. Remarkably, once these initial hurdles are overcome, Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown shines on the Steam Deck, demonstrating Ubisoft Montpellier's optimization prowess. Even in the thick of boss battles or during graphically intensive cutscenes, the game maintains commendable frame rates, especially on the Steam Deck OLED model, which can consistently deliver around 80 FPS at high settings. The game's accommodation of 720p resolution is a slight disappointment, given the presence of black bars that detract from full-screen immersion. Yet, this minor setback hardly detracts from the overall enjoyment, with the game offering a substantial adventure filled with diverse biomes, challenging enemies, and a gripping storyline that's perfectly suited for handheld play. In essence, while this game may not initially be the most Steam Deck accessible title due to storefront exclusivity, the efforts to bring it onto the platform underscore the Steam Deck's potential. It stands as a famous title for its super cool appeal of the Prince of Persia series, eager to explore the Lost Crown's mysteries, whether at home or on the move. Sons of the Forest. Sons of the Forest is the highly anticipated sequel to the survival horror classic The Forest, and has finally made its way to the Steam Deck, albeit with a bumpy start. As players dive into this survival adventure, they find themselves stranded in a mysterious forest teeming with new threats, including cannibalistic mutants and intricate environmental challenges. The game expands on the foundations laid by its predecessor, offering an enriched narrative, improved mechanics, and a deeper exploration of its eerie setting. With the release of its 1.0 update, this game introduces an array of new items, mutants, and gameplay enhancements, promising an immersive experience for fans of the genre. The transition of Sons of the Forest to the Steam Deck has been met with excitement and a dose of realism. While the game is technically playable on the device, it falls outside the realm of officially supported games, leading to a mixed bag of performance issues. Players have reported significant frame drops, particularly when venturing into new areas or engaging in combat with multiple enemies. Despite these challenges, the community remains hopeful, drawing on the game's potential for optimization on Valve's handheld console. The introduction of a performance update, including the implementation of FSR 2.0, marks a step towards enhancing playability on the Steam Deck, stabilizing frame rates, and somewhat mitigating initial loading times. Optimizing this game for the Steam Deck requires a willingness to compromise on graphical fidelity in favor of performance. By adopting the ultra-low preset and making strategic adjustments to in-game settings, players can aim for a more stable experience, albeit with the expectation of achieving around 30 FPS. These adjustments, while necessary, do not detract from the game's core appeal, a strong title to its gameplay that totally pulls you in and the allure of survival horror. As this one continues to evolve post-launch, the anticipation for further optimizations grows, with players eager to explore its daunting landscape in the palms of their hands.
The reunion, when worlds merge. Good, Aerith. Pray.
Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth has not only brought one of the most beloved stories in video game history back to life, but also ensured it's accessible on the go with the Steam Deck. This modern retelling of Cloud's journey through Midgar, combined with the Yuffie starring episode intermission DLC, delivers a complete experience that beautifully opens the trilogy saga. What's even more exciting is its verification for the Steam Deck, ensuring that players can immerse themselves in the epic narrative and intense battles no matter where they are. The game's popularity has soared, not just because of its nostalgic value, but also due to the high quality of gameplay, stunning visuals, and deep, fascinating story that have been brought to the forefront in this remake. It stands as a strong title to Square Enix's dedication to preserving the essence of the original while elevating it to meet modern gaming standards. This commitment has paid off, with fans and new players alike praising the game for its immersive world, complex characters, and dynamic combat system. When it comes to performance on the Steam Deck, it impressively holds its own. Despite the Steam Deck's limitations compared to a high-end PC or PS5, the game runs surprisingly well, offering a balanced and enjoyable experience. By adjusting the settings to match the hardware's capabilities, settling on a resolution of 1600 x 900 for optimal visuals without overburdening the system, players can enjoy a smooth performance with frame rates hovering around 45 to 50 FPS in less demanding scenes and dropping to a still playable 35 to 40 FPS in more graphically intensive moments. The initial default settings may not do the game justice, but with some tweaking, the Steam Deck proves to be a capable platform for this expansive RPG, delivering steady frame rates and a satisfactory visual fidelity that ensures the adventure never skips a beat. The game's darker environments and the deck's screen brightness can be a bit of a challenge, yet with adjustments to the in-game and device's brightness settings, players can find a comfortable balance. Battery life is another consideration, with the game offering around 2 hours of gameplay on a full charge at lower settings, which is commendable given the title's demanding nature. The game on the Steam Deck really showcases how technological advancements and thoughtful optimization can bridge the gap between portable gaming and the traditionally stationary experience of console or PC gaming. While it may not replicate the 4K glory of its console counterpart, the ability to dive into Cloud's world from anywhere is a remarkable achievement. The game's successful adaptation to the Steam Deck not only caters to the desires of longtime fans, but also opens up this iconic adventure to a broader audience, proving once again the enduring legacy of the Final Fantasy series. And with that, we come to the very end of the video. Choosing the right game for your Steam Deck can be a bit like finding a needle in a haystack with the ever-growing library of options. But with these top 9 titles, you're set for some serious gaming joy. They've got everything, from a mix of heart-pounding action, brain-teasing puzzles, and immersive stories, all optimized for on-the-go play. Plus, they are a statement to how far portable gaming has come, offering experiences once thought only possible on high-end PCs or consoles. Whether you're a seasoned gamer or just looking for your next virtual escape, these games are bound to keep you entertained, engaged, and eager for whatever comes next in the world of portable gaming. Let the games begin. If you liked today's episode, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more gaming content.